If you are a rich kid, this video is not for you. Please go to another video. If you have money to spend, you are cashing out, this video is not for you. Thanks and God bless. But if you are like me, you're not a rich kid yet, but you are rich by faith, by the help of the Most High. But like you just, want to get tips, you want to know how are people surviving, because many people have actually asked me like, how are people doing it? If you live in Nigeria, you definitely know that a lot has been going on. If you see a Nigerian or a Nigerian living in Nigeria, please squeeze $20,000 in their hands. They are going through a lot. So in this video, I'm going to be sharing what I am doing to ensure that I stay afloat, what I'm going to stop doing, things I stopped doing, things I'm now doing, to survive in this economy that we are living in. If you can relate, come closer. Yeah, let's talk about it in this video. So make sure to keep watching. Okay, so first thing first, the first thing that I am doing differently is, are you ready? There is food at home. I mean, our parents told us there's food at home every time then when we're younger, right? But like as we got older, I think some of us, because of like the past trauma of not always eating at home, not going to restaurants, or only going to restaurants, Christmas, New Year, holiday, it made us like start putting all our money or on restaurant food. And some people, it's because they could not cook or they didn't fancy cooking. 2024, with the inflation rate, with Nigeria's situation, it's a wise idea to know that there is food at home. Okay, there's rice at home. Sit at home, cook your food, eat. Stop giving excesses, to all these restaurants. So the balance here is in point number 2. Have a fund for enjoyment. You don't want to how do I put it now? Now, yes, you're going to manage money. Yes, you're going to, try to keep everything. But if you don't have a fund for enjoyment, you'll be spending anyhow on enjoyment because you are trying to overcompensate for your saving. You may be like, oh, this month I have not gone to the eatery. I've not gone to Chicken Republic. So I'm going to, splurge when they pay me salary. Then you go to Chicken Republic and spend 20K, 30K. When if you had a fund, a budget, or something that you have kept aside, okay, I'm not going to go above 10% of my earnings. I'm not going to go above 5% of my earnings for enjoyment, right? Then you'll be able to know that, okay, I'm not spending above 10K no matter what happens. So I think that it's a wise idea to have a fund for enjoyment in this 2024 so that you don't overspend and so that you don't, now oversave. There's no such thing as oversave, but I mean, like, there's just this level where you're not spending anything on yourself. We don't want that. We want you to be able to still look nice as much as you're saving, be able to buy wig, be able to take care of your, buy clothes. I'm on this, I'm on that, I'm on the page, on the hill that you have to make room for enjoyment. You can't be saving that you now be looking like someone that came out of somewhere, one zoo. No, right? So point number 1 is there's rice at home. Try your best to make sure that you cut down on eatery restaurant expenses. Number 2 is have a fund for enjoyment so that you are able to plan adequately for your future enjoyment, so that your enjoyment is not something that just comes upon you and then you now realize that you now have to go and pull from your savings because you spend too much on enjoyment, when you now have to pull from your savings to now settle important bills. We don't want that, right? Your money friend is here to always tell you the truth. Number three, another thing that I'm doing differently this year when it comes to like surviving in this economy is cooking at home. And I know it seems similar to number 1 point, but it's not. This is what I mean. Before going to work, I used to take, sometimes I'll just be like, oh, no need to take food. I'll cook food for my children, but I won't take food. So I'll just be like, I'll buy food at work. Because it was quite cheaper for me. Instead of carrying cooler, carrying extra bags, I just like, well, I'll just buy food. But now, nobody has taught me. Because literally, you want to use 2K to buy food at work. It will not be enough. Don't bother. You have to have like 5K for you to eat better food. And even that one self, before 4 p.m., you are hungry again. Right? But if you take your own food, you take You pack the food very well. It'll be, rich. And you won't spend that much. So I think that it's a wise idea now. If you work, maybe you go to the office or you have a business, it's wise for you to cook at home and take it to work. Take food to work. Stop. You can cut on those excesses of spending money, for food, because I find that food is one thing that makes us spend a lot of money. So yes, do that. Number four thing that I think that would really help to survive in this economy is to, are you ready? Cut down on Uber. I have done that. I've cut down on my Uber expenses, especially because Uber even now doubled because of the price of fuel. So from my house to my office used to be like 2.5, 3K, 2.5 on a good day, 3K, 3.5, something like that. I was still, managing to take it. Like I take in the morning, come back with the boss, or come back with my colleagues or something. But now, going to my office the other day, I checked Uber, Bolt. I'm talking about all of them. I'm not just talking about Uber. I checked and I was seeing 8,000 naira. I said, you say? This is a journey that is not up to 1 hour. It's just like 45 minutes. I was like, hello? Are you joking now or some? So I was like, man, no. So for me, I'm saying cut down on transport expenses as much as possible. If you can manage to save up, borrow, do everything to get a car, if you know that you can't take public transport, I think that getting a car is cheaper than taking Uber. This is what a lot of people don't know. Think about it, because I remember that taking my car just takes me like 5K to and fro. But if I take Uber, it takes me like 8K just to go. Then to come back, uncle. Meanwhile, this is the shocker. Taking public transport is just 500 go, 500 come. So it's crazy, right? Very crazy. So yeah, so if you know that maybe you are above public transport, because I know that there are some people that obviously if you're earning high, taking public transport is quite above you or below you, beneath you. But try your best to maybe have a deal with like a taxi driver or someone that'll be driving you, or carpool with your colleagues. Just do something around that. But as much as possible, if you can get a car, I think that owning a car is actually a good idea. Forget about what Rich Dad Poor Dad said. And maybe we should do a book review. That's a good idea. If you want us to be doing a book review of money books that I've read. Rich Dad Poor Dad, the author was like, oh, getting a car is a liability. But it is not always true. As an accountant, I can say that there's something we call opportunity cost. There's something we call saving cost, right? So yes, something may look like it's a liability, but it may be saving you from other things. For example, kidnapping. For example, you get on a bus and you sit near someone that is sweaty, your body is sweaty, all those things. You're saving cost. Then there's also the timing. When you take a bus, when you get on a bus, they will be stopping every bus stop. So there are some things that you save by making some decisions. So yeah, Rich Dad Poor Dad is not always right. But anyway, I just deviated. I'm just saying that fix your transport cost. Look at the one that is more reasonable for you. Reduce Uber, Bolt, InDrive, all those people. Reduce it as much as possible. Number five thing that I think that everyone should try doing: get an inverter. If you can't get an inverter, get a rechargeable anything, right? So I currently have this rechargeable fan. Let me show you guys. It's what I'm putting my mic on. Rechargeable fan. I have rechargeable lamp. I have like we have three rechargeable fan now. 2 rechargeable small ones like this and a bigger one. Then we have one that is like a lamp. Get everything rechargeable. I have 3 power banks, until we're able to get our inverter. Once we have an inverter, we are good to go. Because I know inverters can be on the high side because of the price of dollar and everything. So yeah, I'm just saying that to tell you guys that try your best to get everything inverter and everything so that you reduce fueling cost. It's like since the price of fuel went up, nobody's turning on their generator anymore. And there's someone that said, I can't remember last time you turned that gen on, because everybody has moved. Nobody's bothering themselves again. But we still turn on our gen because we don't have like an inverter. But we've been able to manage ourselves that, okay, you turn on your gen, you charge everything chargeable. So when the gen goes off, you can still use what you have charged to, work around till morning when they bring light again. And in our house, we have light to a reasonable extent, although sometimes PHC or whatever they're called, IKDC, they are not okay. They are not all right all the time, but to a reasonable extent, we're one of those people that can say we are lucky that we have lights. But yeah, so that's one of the things we've been able to do to reduce our fueling costs to a great extent, because having children, like my children can't sleep without lights. They'll just be restless, they'll be cranky, and yeah, so like it's hard. So when I said that cook at home, someone must have been like, have you heard the price of gas now? I understand. It's crazy. I filled my gas recently, was 16,800. Some that used to be like 9,000 or 8,000 in time past, right? Price of turkey has gone up, price of, chicken has gone up, everything has gone up. I think that it's important to buy in bulk as much as you can, even though I know that not a lot of people can afford it, right? I think that it's a very valid financial advice. Buy in bulk as much as you can. But I know that a lot of Nigerians are living below $100 actually. Finally, I'm going to say that I think that buying in bulk is good, doing all these things, cutting expenses is good, but the ultimate answer to surviving really is to earn more. Earning more is going to save you so much stress, because you need to do big girl too now. You need to buy wig, you need to buy clothes, you need to buy shoe. So all of that, you need passive income for that. You need extra income for that. You need income that you are not actively working for, and that's what investing will do for you. So no matter what you're earning right now, as much as possible, try to get more money. But the one that is within your purview now is to ensure that you are investing your money that you're currently earning, because that's what is in your control, right? The one that is in your control now, invest it until you get a bigger job. Invest, save. Don't just save, invest. Try your best. There are many investment options. A lot of this GT Bank, for example, has these GT bonds. There's investment one, there's piggy vest, there's stock market shares. There are a lot of investment options for us as the average Nigerian, right? So yeah, I think that that's what I'm doing this year. That's why I'm looking for different streams. At the moment, I have like 5 streams of income, because I'm not playing. I'm not playing at all. We have to make money. So you guys tell me, what are you doing differently this year? What cost are you saving? What are the things you're no more paying for? For example, some people have stopped paying for DSTV. Some people have stopped paying for Netflix because it's unnecessary expense. I think it's important to just do a plan of your life and say, what can I cut off? What can I increase? Because personal finance is personal. Everybody knows where it's pinching them. So let me know your thoughts about this video in the comment section. Question of the day: what are you cutting off from your budgets this month? I want to know. Or are you a rich kid? You're not cutting off anything. You're making more money. Let me know in the comment section, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Remember to subscribe, like, and share, because somebody will be blessed with this video. Bye guys.